Timidly follow Monika across the school and upstairs. Section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! I brought a guest with me. Girl 1? Oh god, she's not even giving her a name anymore, is she? What the fuck? You kidding me? You kidding me? Oh my god, what the fuck? You can't be putting it up in the background. What the fuck? You can't be putting that in the bag. That's Sayori's death. That's Sayori literally hanged in a bag. What the fuck do you have? Why the fuck do you have that on the wall there like that? What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Oh my god. What the actual fuck, dude? Look at this. Oh, that is so fucked. And apparently Yuri now is girl 1 instead. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. Oh yeah, because apparently we still don't know. Oh yeah, we didn't know them in this, I guess, phase, I guess. But anyway, welcome to the club, Tham. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess, you're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. This is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri appears comparably more mature and timid. Seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you, as well as a horrendous, horrible fucking picture of Sayori in back. Hi, Sayori, I still see you there. That is messed up. That is actually really fucked. That the game dev was like, you know what, let's put the girl's death, girl being hung there, in the back for the player to see and feel bad about it. God. So we went to Tham in the classroom and he said to come check out the room, check out the club. Isn't great? Wait, Monika? You didn't turn out to let me know in advance before I brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I did forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that'd be great. Why don't you come and sit down, Tham? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks in the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So now you don't really plan to come in here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make sure it's fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't even more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You can put it that way. How many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new? Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Make school events like the festival that much more important. Confident that we can all really grow in this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard to just find these two. Just these two. You It even... Oh. You do it or not, there is no saving in this game anymore. I guess I will save... Oh. That was weird. When I clicked save, you saw a picture of Monika there for a sec, right? This game is all kinds of fucked. Like, I'm pretty sure this is on purpose. This is all orchestrated to be this broken on purpose. The game is meant to be this purposely broken. Okay. Monika must have just worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each other before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy the book more? Enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Yeah, that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know. I believe you. But tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So Tham, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with a finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious the way that her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how writing can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that much from you, Yuri. Suits your personality. Is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. What's that? Well, it's just... Natsuki's eyes dart over for me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? Left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give me that back. Fine, fine. Natsuki, you wrote your own poems? Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You don't like them. Not very confident in writing yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing the level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess that's the same for Yuri. We'll sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. So I'll go home and write a poem of our own. Next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for us to participate in together. I did decide to take on responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree, Tham? Hold on, there's still one problem. What is it? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I'll bluntly come forth with what being on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Still have other clubs to look at and, lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Try to do that tsundere voice a little bit. I do a terrible job at it. I'm sorry, I'm still really distracted by that image in the back. That is horrendous as fuck. That is actually terrifying. Jesus Christ. Poor Sayori. Makes me feel like, did I do the right decision? Did I really make a right decision? I don't know, actually. I don't know. But I regret the decision that I made. Could I have done something different? I don't know! This game is throwing me for a loop, man. This game is throwing me for a loop. Which is why it's so weird doing these casual conversations again. Eh? The girl has changed glances before Monika turns back to me. Guess I need to tell the truth, Tham. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. I've been trying really hard to find new members. If you don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'll feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. My goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Tham? Yeah. Could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. Oh my god. My voice power sucks, I apologize. Tham, I'm so happy. You can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Oh. Please remove that poster first of all. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting with a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring it to next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Oh, sorry about that. Tham, look forward to seeing you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? Already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. Guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. Can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home, alone. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, alone. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess it starts with writing a good poem tonight. Sorry, I'm right-clicking a little too much. You have a special poem. Would you like to read it? Sure. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. There was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on TV. So the laughing was not part of a dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was, and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. And we can only impress these 2 girls. Well then. We're doing so well on Yuri route. Should we switch out for nuts? No, I still want to try to go for Yuri route. Uncontrollable. Okay, vivacious. Destiny, heart, sunrise, rain cloud, anger, fantasy, sunny. Anger? Oh no, apparently that's for her. Kitty, covet, definitely. Intellectual. Agonizing. Extraordinary. Oh, never mind. Heaven sent. I know that's her word. I know it's her word, Yuri. Unrequited. Incongruent. Effulgent. What can I give her? Scars? Yeah. After image. Good. Friend, pure, loud, dream, party, silly, journey, climax, comfort, journey. Good. Marshmallow, inferno, death, misery, death. Headphones, vertigo, vertigo. Yeah. Inside memories, amazing essence, special essence. Yeah. Whistle, skirt, fun, cage, prayer, lollipop, bed, prayer. Depression. Contamination. Well, I'm gonna try to stick to the Yuri route this time around. Jesus. Good lord. Hi again, Tham. Glad to see you didn't run away unless... don't worry. Let's, oh, finally the image is gone. Finally the image of poor Sayuri is gone. Jesus. It's probably gonna appear again, isn't it? Probably. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at Literature Club, and poster is gone, finally. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh! Yuri, is your face okay? You kinda seem to go crazy there for a little bit. Thanks for keeping your promise, Tham. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh! Okay, this is scary. This is really scary. Is my computer gonna break down? Fuck, please, 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 developers, don't fuck my computer, please. Come on, he deserves any slack. He already has to be Dracula by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it. Oh, she got in the you kind of got in the way, girl. The music has got weird. This game mainly have a big mouth for somebody who keeps collection in the club room. I hope she's gone. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga's literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plows back into her seat. I'm sorry, Tham. Make sure to put your comfort first, okay? You shoots Natsuki with a disapproving gaze. Is it just me, or is the background tilted a little bit? I feel like the background got tilted a little bit. It doesn't feel like it's... gives me kind of like a vertigo feeling. I don't know, it's weird. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, can't really say no to either way. Like I said, I'm in the club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. Music just changed keys. I want to try to be a part of the club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to just pick up a book if you want me to. Are you sure? I just feel like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Now my eyes going all over the screen right now, just in case. Yeah, the background did shift a little bit. It shifted a little. That is really nauseous. God, it makes me feel a little unsteady right now. I'm not even kidding you. Didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so I thought it'd keep your attention, and if you don't usually read, and we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, if you read it on your own pace, look forward to hearing what you think. There we go. There we go. The screen went back normal. You saw that, right? You saw that. The music constantly changes keys. I feel like the music goes up in key and then goes back down. It goes up and back down. Oh, okay, this feels so much better. This is disturbing. This is what I'll be waiting for. Now that everyone's settled in, so like Monika to kick off some schedule activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. Can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I'd feel bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse over the cover of her book. Looks like she looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But they only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I murmured this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. See, something's going on weird with her head now. And hair. See that thin line of pixel? That's not supposed to be there. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fucking shit is going on here? What the fuck? Oh my god! What the fuck? Her eyes fucking floating off! Goodbye, eye! Houston, we gotta fucking lift off. The eyeball is going in space. What the fuck, dude? Oh. Just reading a bit of this, so... That's the book he gave me, right? How are we not noticing this? I want to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Okay, the eye is fixed. Yeah, okay, the thin line is gone. So I think we're good. Oh my fucking god, dude. Oh my fucking god. That was hilarious. That was the funniest shit ever. Oh my god. I'm just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... That's not what I mean. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let her go. Yeah, like about her eyeball space program that she got going on. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, I might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging, relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Yeah, that's her eye. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. That's a different title. People trapped there have to have this trait that turns into killing machines that lust for blood. That's a different... the book is completely different now. But the facility gets even worse. They start selectively breeding people by cutting off the limbs and affixing them to... Oh, it might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You didn't even sound like it's going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came out of nowhere. Are you really not a fan of that sort of thing, Tham? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. I'm keeping an eye. I'm constantly flickering back onto her face just to see if her eyeball is going to start floating away again. You gonna float away there? You better not. What if you click on it? Okay, nothing happens. Totally forgot Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems so competitively, completely different. Just that kind of story. It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not because someone wants it to be evil, because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Then suddenly... Oh god. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, something about my whole body, kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Hold on, can I check history on that? I can't, it doesn't even show me the history. Jesus, you kidding me? Eyeball, checking for eyeball. Eyeball check, good. Eyeball, Houston, we don't have a problem just yet. Eyeball still planted. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. That's... Well, I don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I could do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, might as well get started reading, right? Oh Jesus! Fucking A! What the fuck? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get the book. We'll retrieve the book that I had put into my bag. Okay, I'm terrified now. I'm actually fucking scared. What the fuck? Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. Just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright? Open the book and start the prologue. I don't understand what Yuri means by reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. It can be a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Beauty is in a corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. I'm sorry. I was just bathing or something. That's what I read. Jesus. When I go back into editing this, I'm gonna have a fucking great time reading through what I just said. Because I'm pretty sure it says I was just bathing or breathing. I think it's somehow bathing of blood. That's what I saw. Bathing of blood, I think. You apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? Slip my desk until it's up against Yudi's. Then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yudi timidly closed her own copy. Once we each leaned in a little bit, my shoulder's almost touching. Like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right arm to hold the book open. Because it makes it kind of difficult to turn page. Here. Can something bad happen? Yeah, something bad's gonna happen with this CG. I just know it. Something bad's gonna happen here. Oh, I never had a game be so like this, to the point where I'd just be nervous to continue now because I'm scared of the jump scares that are gonna happen in a fucking visual novel. Yudi takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. The way I turn the page, and Yudi slides it under her thumb after it flips to the other side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I can feel the warmth of Yudi's face. She's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I gotta be distracted for a second. Glance over at Yudi's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know. Oh, I don't be floating away, okay? I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. But that's okay. Not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. I'm actually gonna be. I don't know why, dude. I'm terrified. I'm scanning the entire like CG just in case I'm missing something out here. Just in case there's something creepy, something weird and creepy and disturbing gonna happen here. We're probably gonna have Sayuri like sticking out the window, just being hung, probably. And we won't even make a comment. Will we eventually notice anything, like as a protag? Has he been so patient with me? Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. You didn't no longer ask me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead I just assumed that she's finished the page before me, so turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side, as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yudi. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second-guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. What was she talking about? Oh god, please don't tell me the whole limp thing is like, that's her thing. Oh fuck. This time Yudi's actually crazy, because there's no Sayuri to counterbalance Yudi's craziness. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't get that far yet, so I don't know why they came into my head. Yudi, are you feeling alright? Eh? Yudi's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you feel sick or something. Your breathing is a little... Not breathing? Yudi puts her hand on her chest, as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. Just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yudi stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Tham? Did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yudi was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yudi just does it sometimes. There's nothing alarming. Really? She didn't do it last time. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. Make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Something about the book is gonna be... something. Let's give it to Monika first. Should start with Monika. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I wanted to know I'm putting in effort. Hi Tham. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. And by the way, since you knew everything, if you ever have a suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, always listening, don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, keep that in mind. Let me go ahead and save just in case. There you go. Okay, no weird images happen when I click on this stuff. That's good. Of course I'll be afraid to bring that up. Much better of just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share poems with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Tham. We're a little embarrassed today, you know? But sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. Great job, Tham. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Guess I underestimated you. Easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. It's not very fair. Guess a word anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, yeah, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. Don't mean like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. Don't think she used to be indulged like that. She must really starve for social interaction. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame me for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think she gets so stimulated, she ends up withdrawing, looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monika. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Let's read it then. Hole in the wall. He wasn't looking at me, confused and frankly glanced at my surroundings, but my buried eye can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are there simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ear. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So what do you think? It's very freedom, that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That's a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. That was the inspiration. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you write a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. We try so hard to make it perfect, and never make any progress. It's forced enough to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. Keep your pen in the same spot for long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I'm guessing this, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking this advice is for this game. Rather than being hung up on a particular point, just keep going with it. Go with the flow of the game. Don't be hung up on a point. Just keep going with the flow, it'll all make sense. Okay. 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 Let's talk to Yuri first. As usual. As Yuri reads my poem, I notice her eyes lightening. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. It's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Yeah? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, it's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along with words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. Just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And I've been through that myself, kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and the form fit the two together. The end result is that both style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. You shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process before it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Ghost Under Light? Oh yeah, we already read it before. So we already know what it's about. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read, actually really fast. Well, I just don't really read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, story isn't about a ghost at all, Tham. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose they did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets also express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, able to let go of the past. Soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. Maybe I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Tham. Me too. Oh boy. Oh boy. After that ending, I'm actually a little bit on the edge of my seat. My heart is beating really fast because like I am anticipating what other sights we're gonna see for this. But for now, I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna rest up, digest this a little bit, then we'll be coming back pretty soon with this. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. My name is Thamriyell. Like, subscribe as always every day, and I'll see you all next episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Anyway, see ya. And don't get deleted. Seriously, don't get deleted. See what had it happen to her? She's gone now. Anyway, bye.